Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S here, back with another video. This video is another one of my football videos, of course, but yeah, so the Euros have just finished. Got to admit, as an Italy fan for my sins, so if I'm honest, I'm happy. Obviously, I'm happy Italy won for those who follow football. I'll be honest. Obviously, if your team wins, I've supported Italy since about 95, 96, just because I think I look Italian. That's it. I've got no actual Italian blood that I know of, but I've been through highs and lows and all that. So I've been through the lows of like the '98 World Cup, the 2000 Euros, where both of which we lost to France, one on penalties and one in the final itself when we were leading for quite a while. And against Spain, we lost in the final, and lots of things like that. So tonight was a really good game, I think, between two great teams, two great footballing nations, and I think like both teams, to give them respect, played really good football. I think at spells England dominated, then Italy took a while to get into the game and then came into a bit. But then Italy had some good passing as well. But I felt that in the final third we were a bit weak. I was going to do a half-time review, but I was too busy praying or just writing my ideas to the Italian FA, hoping that they would benefit from my ideas, and maybe a bit of a weird or a bit of a pipe dream. But you never know. Maybe my ideas made the difference. But anyway, so when it got to extra time and penalties, I was like, I think both teams have deserved to do really well in this tournament. I think both are the best teams probably in this tournament, I'm sure, overall. But getting all the way to extra time and penalties and all that, and going through all that heartbreak again, like I think it would have been a bit painful. It's a horrible way to go out, really. I kind of felt happy, obviously, as well that Italy won, and I was nervous and all that. But I kind of felt a bit bad for England, especially some of the young players, like if I can pronounce the name right, A.S.A.P, who's only like 19. So I felt sorry for him. He's only young. Rashford, who does a lot for charity, so I felt sorry for him. And Sancho, who's a really good player. He's like a star player. It's a bit like what happened to Italy in '94 with Roberto Baggio in the World Cup. That was in the final as well. Like that was the penalty which could have took it to further penalties. So it was like kind of, I did feel sorry for the young players, especially, like, and any decent England fans out there. But I think a lot of England fans, from what I don't know if Italian fans have done the same, but a lot of England fans have been a bit mouthy and cocky and said that we're going to thrash Italy. I can't wait to beat Italy. Italy are treat experts, or we're going to. I can't wait for them to. I can't wait to whack Italy or things like that. And I was fearing that we were going to. Be absolutely battered, as I said earlier in my match preview, and I was worried about my verbal dyslexia. I was saying the wrong word, but yeah. So I thought I nearly said the R word, but the other R word, not racism. But I thought that would be a bit of an embarrassing slip. We're going to get battered, but I nearly said the wrong word. Anyway, yeah, so I do feel sorry for the England players, especially at home. I think there's a lot of pressure, obviously, to win. They got all the way to the final at a home tournament. I think that's a good achievement. And obviously, they would have wanted to go all the way. Obviously, once you get to the final, especially on penalties, it's a bit harsh to go out, especially on your own tournament. And I also feel sorry for Gareth Southgate, because I think he's done a really excellent job. And he seems to fall at the final hurdle quite a lot. Like in Euro '96, in the semi-finals when he missed a decisive penalty, and then 2018 where he was England nearly went all the way and then lost in the semi-final to Croatia. So, and then he nearly went all the way this time, and then nearly did one better. Well, he did one better, but he couldn't quite. He needed to do two better. But anyway, so I hope I'm making some sense. But yeah, so it was I was so nervous. I had to go for a pee every few minutes. So I couldn't actually watch quite a lot of that game. I was like saying my prayers, please, God. And thinking I don't want to be too superstitious as well. Like trying to think of any superstitions or anything that I hoped would help. From obviously, there's not much I could do because the players on the pitch. So yeah, I think England played really well, mate. I don't know if. I think England probably deserved it, really, in terms of especially at times in the game. I think Italy played quite well until we got to the final third. But I'd love to hear from neutrals, who you think deserved to win. It'd be interesting to hear, if people think that England deserved to win, or some people probably think Italy deserved to win, and why you think that. or which team you think cheated the most or the least. I think both teams really go down quite easy. I think so many players now go down easy, and it's hard for a country or a team not to do well if they don't go down, because the other teams kind of do. And I can't really say that Italy doesn't do that, obviously, because Italy's quite famous for doing that. But I don't think England could really lecture Italy, because I think their players went down a bit as well. But yeah, so obviously when Chiesa went off, I thought that was going to be a bit difficult. But Bernardeschi, if I could say his name right, he came on, and I thought, yeah, maybe he can do just as well as Chiesa, maybe even better. But obviously, Italy also lost Spinazzola, how we pronounce his name, before that in the tournament, and he was really good. So I think overall Italy did really well, obviously, and just probably deserved to win. I don't know if neutrals feel the same way, but congratulations to England, to Italy, but commiserations to England as well. But I thought before the game, and I forgot to mention this earlier, but like I think whoever won this today, I was going to say before the game, as I say in my preview, but I forgot whatever. But I think whoever won today, as it happened, it was Italy. But whoever won today should donate their money to charity, like something to do. If they get any prize money, I think they should donate it to something to do with healthcare, especially with COVID. Like maybe even in both Italy and England, or even around the world, to like tackle COVID, or like just healthcare generally, maybe even in developing countries as well. But especially because the final was hosted in England, Italy went through COVID as well. So I think the prize money should go to charity this year, like to something to do with COVID or health or something like that. And as an Italian football fan, maybe the players could donate their prize money to something to help Italian kids to get into exercise or to improve their football as well in the future, so we can develop even more players in the future. But I don't think of much else to say. Yeah, I do feel sorry, as I say, for the young lads. I do feel a bit sorry for Gareth Southgate. I feel sorry for some of the decent England fans, or for all the decent England fans, but I think some of them were getting a bit leery and saying we're going to beat Italy, and that Italy's retreat specialists and that sort of thing. And on that note, I think Mancini did a really good job of turning this Italian team. Like when I watched in the past, I've watched Italy and we defended quite a lot, but I think it was really good and refreshing to see. I would have liked us to get the ball up quicker and counter attack. I thought we were a bit slow in counter attacking, but I think maybe that was game management. But I thought it'd be better to go a bit quicker. But I think it's good that we're playing attacking football. And yeah, I mean, this is just a quick review, so I might do another review tomorrow. Unfortunately, I didn't plan, like, in hindsight, I would have done like before the tournament started, I would have done like if I could go back in time or whatever, I would have done like a sort of plan about how I would like the tournament to go, if you know what I mean. So like how I hope it will go peacefully, no crowd trouble, no one getting too badly injured or nothing too bad happening, but yeah, people just enjoying a good tournament and like a festival of football, and maybe having a bit of banter, but not too much. But yeah, I may dream, eh? Anyway, yeah, happy Italy won. Hopefully in the future, Italy will do well in the World Cup as well. I think that's even more important. Well, it is definitely more important. But yeah, that's one thing England could take away. Like they've got young players. Though he missed a penalty, M.K.S, he's only 19. Can't remember how old Jadon Sancho is. I think he's only like 18 or 19. So England have got plenty of good young players for the future, like for the World Cup or in future tournaments. As someone said on Facebook, that England will win a tournament within the next 4 years. So, but sometimes they're a bit presumptuous. But I can see they've got good young players. They got all the way to the final, so they have got a good future. I'm probably waffling again. I think that covers all the points. And again, obviously, I am very happy. As I've been a Italian fan for like most of my life, so old habits change hard, for my sins and all that. But again, I think it's important to win these penalty shootouts because psychologically they are for the future. Like I think if England would have won the penalty shootout, then in future tournaments they would have had the psychological edge and know they could do it. But whereas now Italy's beat England twice on penalties in a row and are starting to get good at penalties. At one point, Italy was really rubbish at penalties, but we've got really good at them. So I think that's a psychological edge. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling and hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and please don't be too harsh. Positive vibes, peace and love, and I'm out.